After our most disappointing week ever on the homestead, it was time to redirect our attention to a project we've been dreaming about for a year. With our shipping container successfully buried into the hillside, that meant we could mount our solar panels. But first, we needed to prep the container for paint, because the orange wasn't exactly what we were going for.
All right, I'm going to attempt to pop this then on the roof, because if I can pop it out, the repair is going to be a lot easier than I have to cut the whole section out and patch it. Making some very scary noises. I'm actually pretty shocked. That worked. The dent is now gone. There's just a small hole to deal with now, which is going to be a lot easier to patch. I'm just going to patch a little square over the top of it. Bottle jack for the win. Oh, it's so close. Hey, I think it's there. I got a frame installed for a vent that we don't have yet. I hope that the vent fits. It's gonna be a powered vent that will turn on automatically if the temperature in the container gets too hot to keep our electronics inside cool. It also has a humidity sensor that will turn on if it gets too humid in there as well, which should help control condensation.
There's a chance of rain today, but if the weather cooperates, I think we might actually get paint on this today. So fingers crossed, let's do this. I've never successfully done this, but I'm always hopeful that maybe it'll work.
I don't think that worked. Oh. That's why Courtney does the caulking, because I would have had it all over the side of this container by now.
Okay, there's only one thing left to do to prep this thing for paint, and I haven't been looking forward to it, but it's time to do it.
What is it?
Follow me. If we were building a container house or something that we had to stare at closely a lot, I think we would be doing a lot more paint prep. But you know what? It's far away from the house, and I think that this is enough prep that we can get on to painting. So I took off all of the stickers that were kind of loose and fluffy, and we degreased a few spots that were pretty greasy, and I think it's time to paint this thing. I think this is gonna be a messy job. There's a bit of a blowout situation going on. We are going to be using a direct to metal paint to paint the shipping container. I'm really excited. We haven't used Benjamin Moore's direct to metal paint before, and I'm really looking forward to putting it to the test. So thank you, Virgil, and thank you to the Mallory Benjamin Moore paint store for this paint. We are excited to put it to work. Riley went and picked this up. So I have not seen it yet, but this is one of my favorite colors. It's actually a bear color called Incognito. Ooh. So pretty. I'm hoping it blends in. I'm really excited to get rid of this Cheeto container. We have learned our lesson the hard way on this paint gun before to always test run it with water so that when there are leaks, they're easy to fix and you're not getting covered in paint while you fix them. So we need to fix this leak, and then I don't know why it's dribbling from right here. I'll see you in a few hours. Raise the roof, baby! So much room for activities now!
I love that this color just really accents the dents in the side of the container. It makes them look...
One wall down.
Goes so fast once the airless is set up. I mean, Courtney's been painting for about 45 seconds now and one wall's already done. We are getting really good one coat coverage with this paint. The marshmallow lady.
I think it's time to tilt it back down.
I have the important job of holding the pickup tube in the paint. One gallon down. We've actually made it way further than I expected with that first gallon. I have never done any outdoor painting with Courtney in ideal conditions. We've painted in extreme wind, we've painted in the rain. I think that's pretty much all the conditions.
Last wall. I'm saying goodbye to the orange. Goodbye, orange.
I'm saying goodbye to the white.
You sprayed it?
I'm afraid. We'd like to thank Monkpack for sponsoring this video. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but I have a mad sweet tooth, but too much sugar makes me really jittery. Monkpack offers low sugar, keto-friendly bars that are even gluten-free. Monkpack Keto Granola Bars and Nut and Seed Bars contain 1 gram of sugar or less, 2 to 3 grams of net carbs, and each bar contains 150 calories or less. Monkpack bars have an amazing chewy texture and come in delicious flavors like sea salt dark chocolate, coconut cocoa chip, and caramel sea salt. But my favorite flavor is the peanut butter dark chocolate. They're perfect for a quick breakfast, a midday dozer snack, or as a guilt-free decadent dessert. Get 20% off your first purchase of any Monkpack product by visiting monkpack.com and entering our code AMBITIONSTRIKES at checkout, or just simply click in the link in the description below and get 20% off. Monkpack is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll exchange their product or refund your money, whichever you prefer. So thanks again to Monkpack for sponsoring this video. What are you gonna do with the rest of the gallon? No. We decided to go ahead and not paint the solar racking structure. We decided that it would be really hard to get a good coverage on those and we would waste a ton of paint in the process. Plus, since the cross rails are already galvanized, they don't need paint anyways, and the I-beams are just gonna rust a little bit, and I'm okay with that. I think the rusty I-beams are gonna look cool. I just can't believe that we're already almost done with the outside of this container project.
I can't really see.
Uh-oh. I felt a raindrop.
Oh no. Oh, I can't wear this trash bag any longer. The really, really good news is that that went well. It looks amazing. The bad news is that this is the darkest cloud in the entire sky right over us. And I just felt a raindrop.
But now the sun's coming out. Who knows?
That went really well, and it hasn't started raining.
I think the next step is to install the solar panels, but we should probably let the paint dry first, so we'll see you tomorrow. These are the solar panels that we're installing today. They're 445 watt bifacial panels. We've been using these 3 for the past month or 2 to power our entire property, and it's been awesome. We basically haven't had to run the generator at all anymore. This is just 3. We're installing 24 of them. These panels are brand new. They come from Santan Solar, a company that specializes in great deals on wholesale solar panels. So if you're interested in getting some panels for yourself, make sure to head to the link in the description below and check out Santan Solar.
The dogs have not been swimming since last summer, and it's our first hot day. I think it's 90 degrees today. So we quit work early, we loaded up, and we're gonna go have some fun. And I think Boone just figured out where we're going.
Crazy dogs.
I hope they remember how to swim. We were a little hopeful we were gonna be able to go kayaking with the dogs, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Now that our racking is done and our container is painted, it's time to get these solar panels installed. We're going to be installing 24 of these today. Hopefully it goes smoothly. We did order a few extras in case it doesn't go smoothly, but I'm still going to hope that it goes smoothly.
I'm going to install this ledger board down here so that we don't actually have to hold the panels up while we bolt them on. I think we found a flaw in my plan, and there's no way that we can do this row first. We have to do the middle first, because otherwise we're not gonna be able to get to them later. The holes that pre-existed in these steel cross members aren't quite big enough, but at least they're pre-drilled. All I have to do is drill them a little bigger and bolt the panels on. Got it?
I think that we had both been intentionally ignoring how stressful this was probably going to be, because it's really hard.
We both said to each other like, oh yeah, all we have to do now is put the panels up. Easy. Not so easy.
We talked about like trying to use the excavator to bring the whole pallet up here, but if we make one mistake when we're moving all of them, we're screwed. 5 down, 19 to go.
Six grades of weight per foot.
That was Marty Johnson that called. If you guys don't follow Marty and Julie Johnson at Martin Johnson Off-Grid Living, you totally should, because they're doing really cool stuff and they're actually working on a solar project right now too.
Well, that's probably enough panels to actually power everything. So now we're gonna put twice as many more. Wait, 3 times more.
That is way more panels than we currently need, but we're trying to size our system for what we want to be able to do on the property.
Things like our plasma table, our welder, and our air compressor, those use a lot of power, and having a system this size is gonna let us run them.
We also need to be thinking about winter when we size our system. So yes, in summer this is way overkill. In winter, when there's limited daylight, we're gonna need every square inch of panel that we can get. I think someone's checking out our new solar panels. Riley?
Shimmying just a little bit. One more to go on this top row. Okay, we're gonna pivot the whole array down to make it a lot easier to get the last row of panels on.
All right. It's definitely a little sketchy right now because we have all of our weight on the upper half and no counterweight down here. So I don't really like this, but as soon as we get these lower panels on, it should be a lot less sketchy. The hand winch isn't strong enough right now to be able to pivot this, so I think we're gonna add some straps to add a little more strength and just like a safety in case something breaks.
Yep, and then you're gonna grab it on one side.
I got it.
And I guess we're gonna walk around each other. And then we're gonna set it up here.
I am so glad that this is the last panel. I am wrecked.
All right.
Whew, last one, guys.
So these are actually bifacial solar panels, which means that they have glass on both sides of the crystal, and the light is actually able to pass through the panel, reflect back, and be captured on the back side of the panel as well. Bifacial solar panels have the potential to increase the efficiency of the panel by about 10 to 20%, which is awesome. But there's actually an even bigger reason that we chose to use these panels, and that's that in the wintertime, if the front of the panel gets covered in snow, the reflected light from around will bounce up back onto the back side of the panel, where it'll start capturing light, heat up the panel, and melt the snow off. At least that's the theory. We're excited to check it out. I think it's going to be awesome to never have to clear the snow off these panels.
I just ran down the hill. It was still in my ear. I ran up the hill.
I don't know if we're going to be able to finish.
Last bolt. Quite a few of you had asked why we weren't putting our solar panels on our building. And the reason for that is because our building just wasn't oriented correctly to get our maximum potential out of these panels. So we wanted these panels exactly due south. That's how we're going to get the best productivity for where we're located. And so by not mounting them on the building, we are able to get them pointed the right direction, and it also is going to allow us to do this tilt to optimize it for the seasons. Another reason that we didn't want to put them on the roof is so that if we do need to clear snow off of them, it's a lot easier to get to them to clear that snow.
Now I get to stand back and look at it. Ooh, nice view though. Holy smokes, that looks awesome. That is a big solar array.
Guys, it's huge. I mean, we're standing on a hill over here, so it probably doesn't look that big, but it's ginormous.
Today was long, it was hard. I am tired, those panels were heavy, things were cumbersome, but it's all installed.
We're gonna call that good for today. I would say that's a smashing success where we didn't smash anything. Well guys, thanks for watching. It feels like the first big hurdle of our off-grid power system is done with our solar panels mounted.
So stay tuned for a future episode where we get the batteries installed and the inverters installed. I can't wait to share with you guys what we're doing for all of that. It's gonna be awesome.
Thanks for watching, guys.
We'll see you next time.
I don't need to be filmed using the bathroom.
Okay guys, I have always wanted to pull this prank on Courtney.
No, don't do it!
I don't know how well this is gonna go over.
Don't do it! I will divorce you!
This is probably a terrible idea.
I will never feed you again! Riley! Stop it! Riley! Riley, if you spill this, I'm never ever talking to you again!